Welcome to meeting zone. Please enter your access code followed by hash. After the tone, please state your name.
Hinemihi meeting.
You are the first person to join the meeting. Please hold for the others.
Jim, could I ask you to do a karakia?
Right, okay. Kia inoi tātou. E te atua tēnei mātau o whanonga, kei te inoi atu nei kia koe. Kia tata mai kia koe kia mātau I tēnei ahi pūo. Hei awhina he arataki a mātau kia whakakroria tia I koe ro te a mātau. Mahi ia mātau kōrero katoa e pāna ki tō tātou nei tipuna whare a Hinemihi.
Ko te aroa te waka, ko te aroa te iwi, ko tamati kapua te kāpene, ko tarawera te maunga, ko tarawera te awa, ko Maina tapiata ahau. My name is Maina. On my mother's side, we have direct links to two haurangi, one of the sub-tribes of Te Aroa. And from two haurangi comes Ngāti Hinemihi.
She's sort of called the sort of gracious old lady at Clanton Park, and she's seen an awful lot of things, both when she was in New Zealand and then when she came here. So I have a feeling that a lot of the time she's a little bit lonely, and that's one of the reasons we want to try and make things better for her, and because it'll make it easier for people to interact with her, which is part of what she needs, really.
I think the most special thing for me was seeing the transformation that took place inside Hinemihi when everybody laid out their bedding. And Hinemihi went from this rather sort of cold, forbidding place with a damp floor and cobwebs into a comfortable, domestic place. So seeing that transformation, I think, sort of showed me the possibilities that there are for Hinemihi.
We don't know much about Hinemihi, but we do know that she had several husbands. And because she had several husbands, it means she had a lot of children. And those children, when they grew up, married and had children themselves, and their children went on and they had children. So Hinemihi has an awful lot of descendants who are still alive today and still live in and around the Te Wairoa area.
Being Māori and living in London, you sort of lose all your cultural roots, and it's a way of so on a sort of personal level, it's a way of reconnecting back to Aotearoa in New Zealand, and on a professional level, it's, to do something kind of interesting, which because it's just like anachronism in terms of Māori architecture, because in Māori there is no word for architecture.
She's very prestigious because there are very few female meeting houses, and to have number one female meeting house is amazing. The fact that she survived the Tarawera eruption at Te Wairoa, you think, is that a coincidence?
Today's been amazing actually, because when we were sitting in these meetings with the National Trust, with the conservators, with the architects, it's very much the physical needs of her restoration, and my position was definitely, looking out for her in terms of her sort of kind of spiritual restoration.
I'm walking around outside Hinemihi and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's very cold. I've set out to capture the essence of Hinemihi and to add my own artistic interpretation. I've made film recordings of Maoris, conservators and visitors touching Hinemihi's carvings, and I've recorded feet crossing her doorway. But tonight I'm recording the sound of Hinemihi's people sleeping inside her. I'm really hoping to get some snoring on the tape.
Yesterday there was a lot of comments of she feels, she's been lifted because, there were mattresses, there were people moving in, we were all excited because we were, sleeping within her.
This is quite a historic day, really, because I hadn't realized that, as far as we know, this is the first time that she's been slept in since before she left New Zealand when the eruption happened. So it's an opportunity as part of the process to learn more about what people want to get out of Hinemihi, but also give her that warmth, that chance for people to engage with her.
National Trust, they were like, so you mean you want to, sleep over? And we're like, yeah, we do that at home all the time. And it was like, woo. And then the next year we said it again, and the next year we said it again. And then I think one year they were sitting down and they were like, so when you guys do these sleepovers, what do you do? And I'm like, ha, we're getting somewhere.
The Hinemihi gives the Polynesian community here a sense of home, te ahi ka, that that if she was returned home, she'd become a museum piece. Here she's a living museum entity.
It's been a big, long process, but it seems such a small thing to have a small gathering of people and to sleep over. But in the wonderful world of the National Trust, where it's health and safety, there's all these logistics that but they did it, and they've really opened up to us and allowed us to be here, and it's just incredible. So hopefully they'll let us do it again.
So what's important about tonight is, first of all, people are staying in Hinemihi for the first time since we understand her arrival in the UK, which is 120 odd years ago. There's beds in there which are raised off the ground because obviously she's got a dirt floor and it would be impractical. And it's also great to see tents around the corner because that represents quite a mind shift for the National Trust to allow for camping. Personally, I think it'd be great if they turned it into a festival, had music going all night.
In my artwork of film and installation, I'm trying to capture the schism that I see between scientific conservation in European museums and the way in which it deals with imbued treasures, especially with those spirits that inhabit the various objects. And being involved with Hinemihi's preservation has shown me a very different, forward-thinking approach to conservation as an open dialogue.
There are 20 colours in the painting. I painted the leaf green for the green lake, the blue for the blue lake, the pink for the white terraces, red for the volcano and fire, orange for the carvings, brown for the ground and Maoris.